Amitabh Bachchan, the Shahenshah of Bollywood, is also an absolute delight to watch. The film Jhund, which means herd in English, is about a group of slum residents who discover a coach in Vijay Borade, a college professor played by Amitabh Bachchan, who's on the verge of retirement. He provides them with basic equipment and teaches them how to play football. The film is a blend of sports and social drama, mostly the latter, and it tries to investigate the harsh truth about our society. How does one cross the huge divide that exists between the haves and have-nots? Is it possible to keep slum-dwelling children away from narcotics, alcohol, and petty crimes such as chain snatching? There are no easy answers to these questions, but Jhund provides a way out for these kids. An aspirational outcome based on the uniting power of sports, in this case, football. Before we go ahead, I'd like to say thank you to all my viewers who are still watching. I know it's super annoying to hear the words like and subscribe, but that's the only way I get to know that I'm on the right path. So, dear viewers, only and only if you think my videos add some value to your time, please smash the like and subscribe buttons. Nagraj Manjule, who directed two classic Marathi films in the past, Sairat and Fanry, is very much a socially conscious director. He doesn't make films for the masses, but he's inspired by the philosophy of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a godlike figure for the oppressed and the father of the Indian Constitution. His films are inspired by his personal experiences as a Dalit growing up in rural Maharashtra, and his films have always focused on the problems of marginalized groups, including social prejudice, not just apathy from higher caste societies and the economic challenges that the lower caste societies face. The film is also a part biopic of Vijay Barse, a social worker from Nagpur, India. He is responsible for enabling Slum Soccer, an organization that uplifts underprivileged children through football in India. Bharat Matlab, a kid asks at one point in the film. It appears to be a minor joke in the scheme of things, but Nagraj Manjule's message is clear. The caste system and poverty create multiple divisions inside the nation. It limits human potential, damaging not only people but also communities. For the oppressed, it's as if they live in another country itself. Only the privileged in India can talk about a Bharat and feel pride in being Indian. The marginalized are completely oblivious to any such unification. Nagraj Manjule looks at this idea and others through the eyes of the players who are ready to compete in slum soccer, a squad that genuinely symbolizes India. One of them, played by Rinku Rajguru, who lives in a small town, goes through multiple challenges to obtain something as basic as a passport. In a courtroom monologue, Amitabh Bachchan pleads that no one is born a criminal. He takes great pains to emphasize that many of his slum-dwelling students are merely running away from life's problems. Beyond universities and schools, there is an India which we need to factor and think about, he says. These are powerful words that outline Nagraj Manjule's take on social injustice that permeates most of India. In the NRI-obsessed age of Bollywood, it constitutes a hard-hitting statement as well. Moving on to performances, Amitabh Bachchan is pitch perfect as Vijay Borade, the teacher with a heart made out of gold. His performance is unique in the sense that he has erased his signature. He is no longer the icon of Bollywood, but a pure character. He is not larger than life in this film, but a part of the milieu, a part of the Jhund, dare I say. And by doing so, he doesn't lessen his impact, but increases it tenfold. It's a marvelous, understated performance by the thespian. The rest of the cast is also superb, with Ankush Pedam, who plays the central character Don, standing out with his display of feistiness. The film itself is almost perfect in the first half. Nagraj Manjule establishes the characters in the film's opening sequence with stunning camera work as the various characters and the Gaddi Gudam Basti come into focus through cleverly interconnected shots. There are no dialogues, no exposition, just pure cinematic techniques to make us part of Manjule's world. This is the work of a virtuoso filmmaker, make no mistake about it. Nagraj Manjule also makes heavy use of symbolism that's hard to miss. There's a little wall, divar, that separates the two echelons of society. The slum-dwelling kids have to jump over the wall to see the insides of a proper football ground, and they are often barred from doing so. Along with the fantastic camera work, the background score and the film's music is simply sensational. Ajay-Atul have a winner in terms of the title track, Lafla Zala, which pays tribute to Dr. Ambedkar, and also Lat Maar, a song that not only talks about playing football, but also about breaking the shackles of the caste system. Simply put, This is the music album of the year, and it would be hard to beat Ajay-Atul's fantastic work by anyone. That being said, the second half of the film changes tracks too often and, cinematically speaking, loses its focus. It becomes too much of a docudrama, which results in losing the raw emotional impact of the first half. There are glitches in editing too, with disjointed scenes that appear out of place. The class conflict is replaced by personal struggles related to class and societal hierarchies, yes, but the drama that characterized the first half is missing. An unnecessary love story takes away the film's focus and feels completely out of place. Some of the conflict resolutions are too simple as well, and I felt cheated that almost everything is tied up in a neat package at the end. Now that's not the Nagraj Manjule from Sairat or Fandry. Even when Manjule kept things simple and real in his first two films, he never stressed the viewer's credulity, which is unfortunately not the case in Jhund. My concluding thoughts on Jhund are a bit mixed in the end. I'm a fan of Nagraj Manjule's work. He is one of the very best filmmakers in India, not just the Marathi film industry, and the first half of the film provides ample testament to that. Be it the stunning opening sequence of the film, his clever use of symbolism, the synthesis of beautiful visuals and goosebump-inducing music, he's in top form. It's as pure a cinematic treat you will get to see in a Hindi film. Amitabh Bachchan, the Shahenshah of Bollywood, is also an absolute delight to watch. He slips into the character of Vijay Borade effortlessly, giving an absolute masterclass in understatement. The supporting cast, comprising of newcomers, is great too, but the meandering nature of the second half lessens the impact of the rousing epic that's the first. The film's emotional core is also impacted by the disjointed editing and some unnecessary subplots that could have been easily trimmed out. Jhund, in the end, is a powerful film with a powerful message that needs to be heard and supported. It would have been better if Nagraj Manjule had persisted with human drama instead of opting for a docudrama in the second half though. I'm going to go with 3 stars out of 5 for Jhund. And that's a wrap guys, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to my review. Let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts on the film. If you think this review is helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and hit the bell icon to get notified for future reviews. See you guys in the next one.